Hi, everyone. We are on our last official day of learning new organelles. We're going to be doing a project with them next week, but today we're going to finish up with just learning about all the last few that we haven't really talked about. Honestly, not all the last few. There are some even more than that, but just some of the last few that I find important enough for now. And then tomorrow we have a Friday check-in. So you've almost made it through your week of science. Let's get going on our PDN. By learning these extra organelles, you're going to be so ahead of the game when you get to high school. There are kids who will know like the nucleus and the mitochondria. Those are easy. You're going to have heard of things like the Golgi apparatus and the endoplasmic reticulum, and people are going to think you are the smartest person to ever grace the presence of that high school, and you will be. All right, let's get moving on our PDN. So again, you should have put your name and your homeroom on this lesson that says other organelles. All right, the parts inside of cells are called. So this is gonna be like a pretty rapid fire review here. It's a longer PDN, but it's really important. The parts inside of cells are called A, organs, B, organelles, C, body parts, D, nerves. Pick your answer. All right, you should have said B, organelles. Remember, we keep saying that word, organelle, because that's what the parts of cells are called. If the cell was a factory, the nucleus would be the A, boss, B, workers, C, power plant, D, floor, E, security guard, F, trash can. What would the nucleus be? Remember, the nucleus controls the cell, so your answer should have been A, boss. Just like the boss controls the whole factory, the nucleus controls the cell. All right, if the cell was a factory, the mitochondria would be the boss, workers, power plant, floor, security guard, trash can. What do you think? Or you should have said C, power plant. Mitochondria creates energy for the cell, just like the power plant provides power, energy for the factory. As we go through these, know that there are other things you could probably pick as examples. These are just the ones I think. So our project next week is going to be sort of similar to this, where you're going to be coming up with your own examples, not necessarily for a factory, but for something else. And as long as you can explain it right, like you're good to go. So if you sort of disagree with one of these, that's okay, but you're just working to find the best answer for each one. All right, if the cell was a factory, the ribosomes would be the boss, workers, power plant, floor, security guard, trash can. All right, you should have said workers. We've talked about this, how the ribosomes, they're making the proteins. They're making really important products, just like the workers are actually there in the factory day to day putting products together. Just like the ribosomes put the amino acids together to form a product or to form a protein, the workers are putting parts together to form a product. If the cell was a factory, the lysosome would be the boss, workers, power plant, floor, security guard, or trash can. All right, you just said the last one, trash can. The lysosome collects waste just like a trash can. We're getting there. All right, if the cell's a factory, the cell membrane would be the boss, workers, floor, power plant, security guard, or trash can. Pick your answer. You should have said the security guard. Remember, our cell membrane is semi-permeable, meaning it allows some things in and other things out, but it doesn't allow everything in or out, just like a security guard. Last one. If the cell was a factory, the cytoplasm would be, this was on your exit ticket yesterday, be the boss, workers, floor, power plant, security guard, or trash can. What do we think? All right, you should have said the floor. So if your cell was a factory, if the cell was a factory, the floor is what like all the different parts are contained on, like different machines and so on, just like the cytoplasm contains all the different organelles. Same thing, if I need to go from one part of the factory to the others, I travel across that floor just like molecules travel across the cytoplasm. All right, we are moving on. You are going to be watching a video. It's pretty cheesy, if I'm going to be honest. It's a song, and I know I put it in there even knowing that it's cheesy, but I do think it has a lot of good information and some really good diagrams. You have to watch through towards the end, because at the end, it's going to talk about plant cells. We've been talking about organelles that are in both animal, meaning human and animal cells, and also plant cells. But there are some organelles that are only in plant cells. They have some extra ones, and we're going to talk about those today, so this video is really important. Watch the video and think about one difference between a plant cell. I should say difference, not different. One difference between a plant cell and an animal or human cell. After you do that, there will be a new video of me to go over the notes with you. So go ahead and watch the video.